I made $531 in one night when I repaired an internet connection for a restaurant in Boston. And this is how I did it. First, I searched for side hustles on workmarket.com and I found a job that was offering $120 per hour for 6 hours. So I applied and I got accepted. Have you ever made $120 an hour? Do you know how that feels like? Good thing it wasn't a scam because I got paid, but let me tell you, it feels good. But it was challenging because I had to do most of the work during the graveyard shift. And if you don't know what that is, I hope you never find out because it is rough. At $120 an hour, I forget about sleep because sometimes sleep can be overrated. Because I wanted to save money on gas, my plan was to use my bicycle to get to the site. But I needed a ladder to access the network points and be able to connect the wires in the ceiling. However, have you ever seen somebody riding a bicycle carrying a ladder in the crazy streets of Boston? Because that would be crazy. And I was not going to be the first one. So riding a bicycle to the destination was out of the question. So after driving to the restaurant, I was led to the dark server room by the nicest waitress you can find. She opened the door to the server room and I was shocked at how dirty and messy it was. It was like the chimney and the kitchen all vented their smoke in this one room. But somehow the servers and the network switches were working. How? The only way I can explain how they worked was magic. So after I connected my laptop to the router, I noticed that some network points were not receiving packages from the router. It's like buying a package from Amazon and it does not arrive at your home. The reason you're not receiving this package that you bought from Amazon is because the road that leads to your house has a bridge that has collapsed. And you had no idea that the bridge had collapsed, but you're just waiting for that package. So instead of the Amazon delivery guy driving over a collapsed bridge, you know what they did? They turned back and they took the package back to the warehouse. In my case, the data packages that were meant to go to the access points in the network were returned back to the router. As a result, the access points had no information. So that favorite package that you're waiting for is back at the warehouse. So my task was to replace the cables that connect the router to the access points so that the router can send packages to the access points and the access points can receive that data. In other words, I'm the guy that the city council hired to come and repair the bridge that leads to your house so that you can receive your packages from Amazon. One of the reasons cables are broken in restaurants like those is because of this guy called Remy. Remy is a character in Ratatouille, and if you understand what I'm talking about, you know exactly what Remy does to some things in that restaurant. The Remys in restaurants tend to eat away at almost anything. They can chew away insulation on cables. They can even get to the point where they can just start biting on the cables themselves and breaking the communication between the router and the access points. So I replaced a bunch of cables and boom, the access points were back online. Now the access points can receive data from the router. In your case, I fixed the bridge that connects the road to your house. So now the Amazon guy can finally deliver that much awaited package to your house. And this package you're waiting for could be an iPhone 17 or a MacBook Pro, depending on what you have purchased, whatever your favorite item could be in this case. So the network was happy. In your case, you're happy that the Amazon guy has delivered your MacBook Pro or your iPhone and left it at the door. So life is back to normal. Or is it? Until somebody decides to come and steal your package from your door. But that's a story for a different day. We're not going to talk about that today. The next task was to clean the server room. Oh my goodness, was that place dirty? It was dirty. But I used a vacuum cleaner and the trusted paper towel. So maybe I was a highly paid janitor and not a technician because I ended up spending more time cleaning the dirty server room than fixing the network in the restaurant. The question then is, would you pay me $121 per hour to come and clean your house? If yes, please let me know in the comments. But after 6 hours of hard work, I was done. So I drove home and I got home around 7 a.m. in the morning. I was tired, dirty, and exhausted. But I was $531 richer than I was the night before. It took a while for the restaurant owner to pay me, but they did. Just like your city council, they will pay you on time. Not on your time, but their time. And here's the proof to show the money I made, and I know you can do the same thing. If you have questions on how I made this money, please let me know in the comments. and I can show you exactly what I did. If this video was not sufficient enough for you to understand what I did, let me know in the comments. I want you to learn how to make money so that you can do the things that you want to do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.